Alright guys, back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about why 99% of people will never get lean. So, let's first talk about the modern way of getting lean and everything wrong with it. And basically, it's literally just spread all over the fitness industry. So one, they talk about counting calories. This is like complete bullshit. So let's talk about counting calories. One, it's hella time consuming, bro. You literally have to track everything, like literally everything. And that is time that most people do not have. For me, it ended up becoming a huge chore, like a huge chore. Like every time I was going to eat, I had to track it. And I just literally didn't even want to eat anymore because I just knew every time I had to eat, I had to get out a little scale and start weighing my fucking food. So I hated eating and I did not really want to track it at all. So here is some math. Of course, you could probably save time if you like prep the meals and you do it all in bulk. But if you literally count every calorie per meal and you don't have like I guess a routine of how many calories you eat per day, let's say 7 minutes. It takes 7 minutes to count your calories for the meal. This isn't even counting the fact that you have to cook the meal as well. So 7 minutes per meal and you have 3 meals a day. That would mean 21 minutes every single day you're tracking calories. And then per week, that'll be 2.5 hours. And then that's 10 hours a month. That is a lot of fucking time you're wasting on just tracking your calories. So that's, for me, that's all bullshit. And another issue with the counting calorie method is it's usually a day-to-day basis. I don't see that many people talking about, like, even if you eat less calories in a week basis, you will still lose weight. So you will like genuinely still lose weight, but most people go day by day. They're like, okay, I have 2,000 calories a day. If I go over it, then it's fucking over. And then you'll be like, okay, I failed. I'll start again tomorrow. And then that'll mean a fucking cheat day. So I want to highlight this right here. This would be me all the fucking time. I would be like, oh shit, I went over my calories. Fuck this shit. I'll just have a cheat day and then start again tomorrow. So that's bullshit. If you didn't have that cheat day, you probably would have still lost the weight because over a long enough time horizon, if we're going week to week basis, you'll still lose the weight. So another issue with counting calories is it ignores hunger signals. So instead of being like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm going to eat, you're then like, okay, do I even have calories left? And then you end up being starving all fucking day. That was me. All day, I felt weak, tired, and it's so easy to fail, bro. It's so easy to fucking fail if you are literally starving your ass off. So, yep. Another thing is the counting calorie method in the modern, I guess, gym goer. They focus on calories over nutrition, bro. So if you're on a fucking bulk, if you're on a fucking cut, they will still eat a cheeseburger on both the bulk and the cut because they don't give a fuck about nutrition, you know? All they care about is their protein intake and getting the calories in. So that's like you literally eat a bunch of junk food all the fucking time in a cut and you'll still lose weight. And it's, yes, I'm not saying that's not true. There's like calories in, calories out. That's like the basis of it. But like we're not fucking a math equation, you know. There's a lot more to like metabolism and all that shit, and that comes down to nutrition. And most people just ignore that shit and bring it all into calories. It's so fucking dumb. Here is an average day, what it would look like for me anyways when I was doing this modern way of getting lean, I guess. So I would count calories. I would count the calories throughout the day, and I was doing good, but then I wanted some junk food. So obviously, if you're counting calories, as long as you're eating enough calories or eating less than your maintenance, you will lose weight. And then I eat a bunch of junk food. Of course, I'm not satisfied from the junk food. And then I'm just fucking starving. Then, because I'm starving, I go over my calories. I then would start again tomorrow and just fail. So that's pretty much how things went for me. I was always hungry. I never felt good. And I was just, it was so bad, bro. So here's some downsides of, I guess, the counting calories, even though I already said it. One, you feel like absolute shit. I think most of you guys that have tried going below your maintenance, like it is bad, bro. It takes your fucking testosterone, takes your hormones, and you just genuinely feel like shit. You also have low libido, low energy, and you're mad irritable. Dude, the irritable thing, So real, bro. All the fucking time, I would just get so mad at everyone around me because I'm like fucking starving, bro. It's like, I know it's like a joke or something, like you're hangry, but it's like, it's true, you know? You're like so irritable at everything because you're like, your body is starving. So yeah, this modern way also encourages lots of cardio. They encourage a lot of cardio. They're like, okay, if you burn calories, you can eat more, which, again, calories in, calories out. It is true, but cardio spikes your cortisol, and that's not fucking good at all. So they're basically just promoting you to boost your stress hormone, which, terrible. Overall, it's not long term. As you can see, most people, they don't maintain fucking visible abs. They don't maintain 10 to 12% body fat year round. Most of it's just, okay, I'm gonna like maintenance throughout a certain time, bulk during the winter, and then abs during the summer. So it's like, you can't sustain it forever, and you're not gonna be lean forever. And with all this being said, you're almost guaranteed to fail. So what do I promote instead? I promote this. You should do this instead right here. These, although they look like eyes, they're actually pillars. So there's 3 main pillars. Let me add. These are pillars. I'm ass at fucking art. But 1, nutrition, 2, training, and 3, recovery. All of these things, very fucking important. So, unlike the counting calorie method, we are going to be focusing on nutrition over counting calories. What does this mean? This means things like eggs. This means like milk and meat. And we're just going to be eating basically just whole foods. Whole foods, and here's the things we're all absolutely going to avoid at all costs. Obviously, the processed foods, that's like, well, that's a no-brainer. But no seasonings either, except salt and pepper. You can have salt and pepper. I eat salt and pepper. And you kind of want to avoid vegetables as well, because there's some anti-nutrients and it just binds to nutrients that your body needs. So try to avoid vegetables. And if you want to go the extra mile to make sure that your body has all the essential nutrients, you can try raw milk, raw jelly, and raw beef liver. All of these highly nutritious, dense foods, bro. So you can try to have that. I have some raw milk, and I take raw beef liver like a pill in the morning. Then my raw jelly, I combine it with some honey, and then eat that with some yogurt and blueberries. So hella fucking good, bro. I'm telling you, hella fucking good. So you might be asking, how much do I eat? Like, okay, I'm going to be eating eggs, milk, meat, and some whole foods. How much of this do I eat? And to answer that question, it depends on whether you're on a bulk or a cut. Of course, this video is about getting lean, so I'm going to assume you are wanting to cut. So, 6 days of the week, we're going to be going on a week-to-week basis. 6 days out of the week, we are going to eat as much as we want within these food categories. That means no cheeseburgers, no fucking bullshit like that, but we're going to eat eggs, milk, and meat, basically. And then some of this shit as well. So eat as much as you want. Literally all throughout the day, just eat as much as you want. And then for one day, we're going to do a 24-hour fast. So what I do is I do my 24-hour fast on Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I eat as much as I want within these food categories, and then I do a 24-hour fast. So Wednesday morning, I eat a large breakfast, and then I have an entire fast, and then I break my fast Thursday. So, yep. You should also try to stop eating before bed. So you can eat as much as you want, but 3 hours before bed, try to stop eating. That'll actually bring me to, not my next point, but my third point, which will be recovery. So I'll talk about that after training. So what do we do for training? So, although this video is only about getting lean, this in and of itself will get you lean even if you're training for 2 hours. But just for some extras, for training, you should try to focus on 30 minutes to 1 hour max. So 1 hour should be your maximum. Do not work more than that. Anything past that is just junk volume. So we're going to go for the 30 minutes and the 1 hour. You want to do high intensity. So super intense, bro. Super intense. And also do 2 good sets per muscle group. So for example, let's say I'm doing biceps. I try to get 6 to 12 reps in per, I guess, set, or like aspects of a set. And then I go all the way down until I'm at a low enough weight to do 12. and then go till absolute failure, dude. And then 2 good sets of that. Then to help, like, I guess your metabolism and shit, instead of cardio, we're going to focus on 10,000 steps a day. This is walking. This is not fucking jogging. This is not running, which increases cortisol. You actually want to avoid jogging and walking, or jogging and running. You want to instead walk. And that'll just help burn calories throughout the day. And yes, sir. Another thing is on your fasting day, you want to make sure you do not work out, since working out does boost your cortisol despite how long you're working out. That's why I usually have some foods with some sugars afterwards so that I lower my cortisol after a workout. But since you can't eat, try not to work out on the fasting day. That can be one of your rest days. So last but not least, is recovery, bro. I'm gonna go this way so you can actually see me. This is fucking vital, bro. It is so fucking important. It basically comes down to sleeping 8 to 10 hours every single day, bro. Every single day. I'm going to do a quick little story. When I was hella involved in arm wrestling at a point in my life, and I would train 2 hours a day. Like 2 hours a day, all arm wrestling. So that'd be like pronation, riser, and then hook. Like all the fucking time I train it. And I was sleeping like 4 hours a day. And I got weaker. For like an entire month I did this shit. And I literally got weaker. So that just shows how important recovery is. Some quick tips is blue light glasses 3 hours before bed. Stop drinking 2 hours before bed. Sometimes this can range between 2 to 3 hours per bed. I do 3 because the water just goes straight through my system. And then stop eating 3 hours before bed as well. And then wind down. That would mean like journal, like read something, take a hot shower so you can cool your body temperature. Like all those things will help you wind down from a stressful day. And then boom, it's easy to fall asleep. Like it is literally, I fall asleep like that, bro. It's hella easy. Also, there's a one-on-one accountability. That's what I'm gonna call it now. Not even a fucking coaching program. So in the link in the description, and check it out if you want to work with me one-on-one. And I'll keep you guys fucking accountable. I know it can be a little bit hard to do this, but trust me, like once it becomes a lifestyle, it's hella easy, bro. I go out with friends. They're eating like junk food, fast food. The only thing I really eat is like In-N-Out. But once you get used to it, once you have this going for like 2 to 3 months, you can low-key just drop out of the accountability thing, because once it's a lifestyle, it becomes so fucking easy. But it's just like the initial steps of getting there. So if you want, if you want to apply, down, link in the description, one-on-one accountability. Also, I do want to make it apparent that here, I am not selling. I just want to make that clear, because it's not a fucking course, dude. I'm not selling like information like buy this to learn how to fucking be ripped and lean, you know? Like I am selling like one-on-one accountability. All the information will be on this fucking channel. I literally have a plan in the next couple weeks or something. I'm going to create an 8-hour or 4-hour long fucking video of everything you need to do to have like perfect hormones, like literally perfect hormones, and it'll like guarantee you have like a great ass physique, bro. And it makes it super easy to lean down. So yeah, that's gonna be coming out soon. And if you just watch that, and if you can follow it, if you have the discipline to follow it, I can guarantee you guys will be fucking ripped. Just if you do need that extra help or some shit with accountability, I've got you a link in the description. So that's it for the video. Peace out, baby.